Hi, my name is Blueford Quinley, and I'm here to teach you about learning to let go and move on. So, yeah, basically I just want to talk about the... I don't know if this is, like, true for every game, but... Well, it's definitely not true for every game, but definitely Nintendo games, is that... I think they don't like just carrying on doing the same game. I mean, you know, that's why they did this. It's because they didn't want to just make Thousand Year Door again, even though that's what we all wanted. Even though that's what Sticker Star should have been and wasn't, because they didn't want to do that. Like, it was something I realized, like, a little bit ago. It's just, like... That's just kind of a fact of gaming, I think. Is that... Oh, hello. Thanks for interrupting my train of thought. Oh, ho, ho, you finally arrived. I told you I could have come in here, but I came in here anyway. Merlin, what are you doing here? I found a fascinating passage in the Light Prognosticus, so I rushed here to tell you. To get to Count Bleck, it seems you must hit this totally unsuspicious block. I wasn't suspicious of the block until you said it's unsuspicious. So why don't you just give it a jolly old whack? How about I give you a jolly old whack? Kablam. Kablam! Maybe if I make the noise with my mouth louder, it'll actually work. Kablam! No? Okay. What if I leave? What if I just say no? Bye. Didn't work. Okay, I'll hit the totally unsuspicious block. Why? What seems to be the problem, hero? Better get to bashing that block. Bash you. What a bunch of... suckers. I only fell for it because I had no other option. Don't you just hate that in games? Like you have no choice but to fall for the joke that you already knew was a joke. Anyway, yeah. So game sequels. You know, I think it's just a kind of... I mean, sequels in general. It's just kind of a... Oh, we flip-flopped. We flopside flipped with flopside. I think it's just kind of a fact that you just gotta learn to accept with sequels. Is that they don't always... They're not always the same thing as... Oh, that's the wrong thing. As what came before. And, well, I guess it depends on the franchise, because, you know, the Star Wars sequels, the sequel trilogy was, you know, people complained that it was too similar to the original trilogy, and it was just nostalgia bait or whatever. I didn't really get those vibes, but I don't know. But, like, okay, so a prime example of what I'm thinking of is, like, Geno. It's like every Super Mario RPG fan is just like, oh man, we gotta see Geno again. We want to see Geno again. It's like, okay, I get it, but why? Why does Geno need to come back? Why can't you just be okay with finding new characters to love? You know, like I said, I get it. Oh, I'm running out. Whatever. I'm not even sure what those switches are doing. But I'll go ahead and take the warp pipe. I assume I have done all I needed to do. I'll take the warp pipe. Yeah, like, there are characters that I love that I would definitely, you know, love to see again. But I think it's just... Get out of here, I don't want you. It's just how sequels go, is that... You just gotta say goodbye to characters that you liked and meet new ones. Shoot, which pipe did I come from? I don't even remember. And I feel like I'm failing miserably at this train of thought. Oh, wait. Okay, I think the blocks are moving the pipe. But what is my goal? Oh, I got it. Okay, I think, okay. If I could just figure out where the switch I need to move the pipe the direction I want to move it, excuse me, is, then we're golden. We're golden Freddy. We did the bite. I just remembered I should stop clearing my throat Cause then it's probably gonna sound bad in the audio, and then I'm gonna have to edit every time I do that. Anyway, okay, yeah, that was okay. Right switch. I just need to hit it one more time. Okay, I got this. See, I'm talking and figuring the game out. I can do both sometimes, occasionally, but I gotta get back to talking. So my point. It's like the same thing with gameplay mechanics. Because I know that's one thing people are really critical of Pokemon for doing, or I guess more appropriately put, not doing, is that people tend to complain when mechanics they like don't return. And I've been critical of Pokemon for doing that before. We get... I thought it was a rock. Might as well be a rock. And... a key. And... okay. 5 if I die. Yeah, you know what? A stopwatch is not worth having over a life shroom. I would rather have the life shroom. You know, like one mechanic, which, you know, I understand the frustration that it didn't return, but the follower Pokemon thing, you know, what was it? I'm gonna say Gold and Silver. No, not Gold and Silver. Or was it Gold and Silver? Or Heart Gold, Soul Silver? I don't know. One of the games, one of the generations, at least in terms of mainline games, had this mechanic where you could have your Pokemon following behind you as you walked around. As evident by the fact that I don't know which game did that, I don't know what that mechanic is like. I've never played one that had it in it. Because, you know, because they don't... Ow! Oh, come on! That's lame. Because they just didn't bring it back. By the time I got into Pokemon, it just wasn't a thing anymore. For the, like, whole one time that it was a thing. But, like here's the point I'm trying to make. As I accidentally smacked my desk, let me put that away. There. Is that, like, just because the sequel isn't exactly like the original thing that you liked, doesn't erase the original thing. Oh, okay. Well, how do I get back up then? Well, how do I... Did I do wrong? No, I don't want that. Good to see it respawned at least. But... okay, I guess I gotta hit the switch again and move right back over. I might have missed something in the room with the treasure chests. Or was there a pipe back up over here? Okay, but there's a pit I fell through. Oh well. Here, I was hoping to finish this chapter in this video, but no, probably not gonna happen because of this pipe puzzle. It's fine. Because I have a point I want to make. It's like, you know, you could still go back and enjoy the one you did like. You know, Borderlands 3 not meeting most fans' expectations doesn't erase Borderlands 2 from existing. Like, sure, they killed off characters that people liked in Borderlands 3, but you could still enjoy them in Borderlands 2. You can go back in time to when they were still alive and still have fun with them being alive. Like, I'm mad at Tales from the Borderlands for killing a character I liked for, like, no good reason. But it's okay, because I can replay Borderlands 2, and he's alive there, and he's saying all his funny quips and stuff, and being a charming and funny character. It's okay. What's a better example? Like, okay, I was saying about like the Pokemon following behind you thing. Oh shoot! Oh wait, no, I didn't want to. Oh wait. Oh, there we go. Oh, I didn't realize it was above this room. Okay, well, I just failed upwards, I guess. Is that that saying? I don't know, but yeah, accidentally into the right way. Oh no, a hammer, bro. What am I gonna do? Oh no, he can turn 3D as well. Oh. Okay, let's do this door. There's probably a key in here, so I probably gotta branch off here for a moment. What type are you? Reverse your curse, yeah. If you get cursed, it's best to relax. You just the effect wears off. Okay. Carry doesn't help. Cool. So then I'll just, I'll smack him. Right. Like, I think the thing is, like, with Pokemon specifically, I don't know. I mean, like I said, sorry, I was holding the wrong way. Stop! Stop! Aha. With Pokemon specifically, I can understand wanting the Pokemon following behind you thing to return. But there are some things it's like, I don't know, do you really need that in every game? Oh, wait. Did the reverse your cursor also reverse up and down? I don't know. Hang on, I gotta wipe my nose. Man, I knew this episode was gonna be a total mess. What is my weakest thing? Aside from the life shrooms. I don't know how long the long last shake lasts. I don't know if it's worth keeping over a roast horsetail. I'll get rid of the cookies. I'm pretty sure I got the batter for free. Excuse me. Like, I don't know. Like, the Safari. That's one thing I can think of that's like, oh, well, that's not in every Pokemon game. Do you need the Pokemon Safari in every game? You know, when you could just, like, have the game let you catch the Pokemon without being in a space that limits how long you get to be in there for. You know, like why would I want the Safari to return when I can have, like, White Forest? Maybe not, like, one-to-one kind of deal, but, you know. Or the game could just have them evenly distributed throughout the whole game instead of locking away however many Pokemon in one space that I have to pay to get into. Okay, I guess I gotta pull one of these. I just realized I should have eaten the cookies. Please don't yell at your... Well, okay, so it's too late to say please don't yell at your screen about that. I guess the thing I should be saying is sorry for making you yell at your screen. Yell at your scream. Can I Luigi? No, because he's in 3D, and that's frustrating. So, berry... Okay, well, you're floating low now, and that's good. Okay, you were not the original. Oh, I gotta wait for my 3D. Yeah, I know, like, people complain about, like, oh, it still doesn't have a battle tower. It's 0 out of 10. Try again, Nintendo. Like, I don't know. I think people cling a little too hard to, like, exact specific things instead of just being like, oh, well, I don't need that because, you know, the game is set up like this. But I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's like, okay, well, you know, Black and White doesn't have Battle Tower, but it has Battle Subway. Do people consider that close enough? And I don't know. Like, I know Scarlet and Violet doesn't have anything like that, I don't think. You know, like some kind of, like, competitive-oriented place you can go to, like, test how good your team is. But, like, I kind of get that as well. Dude, I'm not reading your dialogue because I didn't like this character when it was really her, and I'm not falling for this, thinking that she's really here, because obviously you're not really Merly. Come on, Tippy. But yeah, I've been replaying Pokemon Violet, and that's really something that's really got me thinking about sequels. You know, things. Which of the beasts is hardest for you to make deceased? Goomba. No, Clubba. I'm gonna be honest. This is the, you know, mandatory part in the game where it's like, oh, what scares you? And then you can just say like, oh, I'm terrified of being healed. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna pick the hard options. These are the most rattles your knees. Hammer Bros. I mean, honestly, if we're talking mainline Paper Mario, Fuzzies annoy me more because they have that, like, you know, the leech thing. Are Fuzzies even in this game? I'm gonna pick Fuzzies because I'm gonna see Fuzzies. I don't know that they even exist in this game. Now, which is these? Do you despise like fleas? I guess Francis is the hard option. Yeah, like I am of the mind that Scarlet and Violet are like that's the best that's the best Pokemon has ever been so far. Like I know there are people who are like, no, these peaked after Diamond Pearl and then after that it was all downhill. Like I don't know, I think that's just a very dismissive attitude to have. Like it's very it really ignores the good changes that exist throughout the entire series. To just be like, oh, it was all downhill since insert game I grew up with here. It's like, my first Pokemon game, well, not necessarily the first one that was mine was Black and White. And I do think Black and White is really good. What's going on? Oh, it's my sweet, sweet Francine. It's a good opportunity for me to scratch my nose. It's you! What are you doing here? I don't know! I was in my comfy chair watching Starship X-Naut and then I warped here. Maybe my Reclinatron 4500 extrapolated my dreams and couch warped me to you. Is couch warp supposed to sound like a glitch technique? You know, like a death warp or something, but it's couch warp. Nothing is gonna take you away from me, Francine. I just remembered I don't have Bowser, so... But I do still have Thudley, and I believe that... Yep. Makes him visible again. I was not pressing the button there. Don't know what the game thought I was doing, but it was not pressing the button. Ow, okay. And that's something I really like doing with games. Like I've really taken to going through a whole series of games, or at least like a mainline series of games, and seeing like the exact ways that it evolves throughout each game. That's impossible. That's it. I'm gonna run the simulation on my computer to figure out what went wrong. This wall decoration that looks like it should be in the background is actually in the foreground. Isn't that funny? That was odd. What was he doing here? Are you really that slow, Tippy? You can't tell me you're that slow. Obviously it was because of Merly, in quotes. Ah! What are you trying to pull? Impossible! I bet everything you hate in there. How did you get through all that icky stuff? Unless you bet people were lying, or we're just incredible heroes because not that we're fearless, but that we can easily face our fears. That is true heroism. Or true courage. It's not being fearless, but being able to face your fears. Anyway, unless you bet people were lying. Oh yeah, we already had that. See, that thing is in the background. Why was the other one in the foreground? How dare you, Electress? You were just pretending to be Merlin and Merly. Talk about a dirty trick. You should be ashamed of yourself. Ashamed of myself? I like getting what I want, so I do whatever I need to get it. You're the one that's always having to be rescued by boys. That's embarrassing. Golly, you sure are a lot of talk when you have your little boyfriends to protect you. Oh. I like how it's boyfriends plural. She's polyamorous. You... Very well. If you insist, I'll give you what you so richly deserve. But Princess Peach, you're not really going to give her another million rubies, are you? Stay out of this! I am a princess, and she has thrown mud at my dignity. You two leave me be. Understood? Like how Mario had to look at Luigi. I don't know if that's Mario being like, is this really happening? Or if he's just like, you got this, Luigi? We're both gonna leave, right? We're both gonna leave? Oh, the pretty little princess wants to face me all alone. But it should be sad if your boyfriends had to cry all over spilled peaches. You say that like Peach isn't the best person to fight you as because she can block all your Ruby attacks. I mean, Luigi, I bet, would be pretty good too, but they're not going to give me the chance. Huh, now that I think about that, yeah, like, is there any opportunity in this game to fight Mimi with Luigi? I don't think you do. I don't think you get one. Try not to cry or ruin your makeup. Bye, princess. You going up the wall? Yeah, you're going up the wall. Boop. You pooping rubies. Throw, right. Ouch. Oh, come on. Okay. Gonna get some space when I grab a ruby, so that the exact thing doesn't happen. Okay, yep, time to heal. I think I'll eat it now. Like, I really think Pokemon deserves more credit for just how much the games evolve between games, between generations. Because it's so easy. And again, I've been critical of Pokemon for this in the past. It's so easy to just sit there and go, oh, Pokemon is stagnant. It's just the same game every time. But like, do you ever sit down and actually like look at the differences between games? Like it's easy to sit there and go, oh, Pokemon is just where you're a kid and you take on an evil organization and your rival is just a jerk who wants to be stronger than you. But then you beat his face in, and then you become the champion first. Like, but it doesn't always play out exactly like that every game. You know, your rival isn't always a jerk. They're not always someone who only wants to be strong. They definitely don't always beat you to the Elite Four, but sometimes they do. Sometimes your rival does beat the Elite Four before you. In fact, I think, forget which game it was. Maybe it was like Red and Blue. Your rival was the champion. Like, you get there and it's like, ha, I beat them before you. Now you have to fight me because I'm the champion. And you know, the evil organization isn't always evil. Sometimes it's Team Yell. Sometimes it's Team Star and they're not trying to conquer the world. Oh yeah, I forgot you drop legs whenever I get to a certain health threshold. And you know, even the professor, they even play with the professor. Like, you think like, oh, it's just the guy who gives you the Pokédex, and he's like, fill it out, and then you're on your way, and then you never see them again. No. Like, that was something that really surprised me with Sun and Moon. And Scarlet and Violet also played with the concept of the Pokemon professor. And I'm not going to say how either game did either thing, because I think it's a fun surprise. Which, by the way, I will say, Scarlet and Violet, best written game. I don't care what anyone says about those games. Like, sure, you can... They deserve some flack for how poorly optimized they are and how buggy they have been for other people. And I say for other people because, honestly, I don't experience that many bugs. It's mostly just performance issues for me. But, like, Scarlet and Violet, absolutely best written games. You cannot take that away from Scarlet and Violet. They are so well written. But, and like, okay, gameplay changes. Like, quality of life stuff. Like, I love Scarlet and Violet for how extremely accessible it is. Like, earlier, I was trying to... I was gonna say, because I've been replaying Violet. Yeah, I already said that. Like, I was trying to, like, optimize my team. Like, I'm not really deep into the competitive scene, but, you know, at least for a playthrough, I like how we're getting this when we're fighting Mimi. It's like, hey, I just saw you. You were just here. Now, get out of the way. I'm trying to get my life shroom. You should probably get a life too. Like, I was trying to optimize, like, not just, you know, balance out my defenses with, like, you know, having a good, you know, elemental distribution, whatever. Excuse me, however you would want to phrase that to sound less weird. Type coverage, you know, not just in terms of resisting stuff, but I was also trying to figure out, like, okay, how can I modify my Pokemon's movesets where they are optimizing their type effectiveness. You know, how can I get it so that like they don't have too many redundancies in the damages they can deal? Because like, you know, you don't need to teach a Pokemon a bug move if they're Ghost Fire, which was exactly what I was just looking at. Like I got Ceruledge, who was Ghost Fire. It's like, okay, well, I want to teach him new moves, and I'm trying to not have too many of one elemental type, you know, not have redundancies there. So like I don't want him to just have like fire and then one ghost move. So I had fire, ghost, and dark. And then I had a status move. And I was looking at his moveset, it's like, okay, well he can learn a bug type move, but it's really not necessary. Like I think it would give him advantage over dark, but ghost is weak to dark, so that would probably not be a smart idea to try to deal with dark-type Pokemon with my part ghost Pokemon. Okay, let me eat something. This is annoying. So bug wouldn't really help it out. Come on. Okay, I'll just sit and wait. So I'm looking around trying to figure out, like, okay, well, what can I teach it that would give it like more types that it can deal with? You know, I was going to replace the dark move with bug, but then it's like, okay, well, no, that wouldn't really help. And dark is a little redundant too, because like I got ghost, and what's dark good against again? Like psychic and ghost, and like yeah, so. Because I have the Ghost type move, which I think is also super effective against Psychic and Ghost, it's redundant to have a Dark move. And the same for Bug. So I'm looking through, trying to figure out what would help. It's like, okay, well, you know, doesn't seem like it can really learn anything that's particularly helpful. So I'm just going to teach a Swords Dance. You know, if having a Dark-type move is redundant, why don't I just make it so that I could just be strong against the things that it's neutral against? Because it's Fire Ghost is apparently a pretty good attack combination, because there's nothing that your moves would be like by having those two types. What one fails to cover, like you know, like Ghost can't hit normal and fighting, I think, or maybe not. Maybe that's the other way around. But like, you know, there are Pokemon that are immune to fire or resistant to fire, or immune to ghost or resistant to ghost, but not also resistant to the other element. If they're resistant to one or immune to one, then they're at least normal effectiveness against. Wait, am I supposed to be stomping her, or can like the rubies are doing damage, right? I feel like I'm making this drag out way longer than it needs to. Come on! Get out of the way! I just want to stop you! I think I not hurt my throat, but I definitely dried my throat out doing that. Also, let me take another shake, I guess. But yeah, I don't... My point is, for as much of that... For all that talking I've been doing, my point is that I don't know that I would have really put that much thought into my Pokemon's movesets if it wasn't so easy to change them around in Scarlet and Violet. Because, like, sure, they brought back TM's, like, being one-time use thing, but, like, you can remember moves that your Pokemon learns through level up without having to go to a move reminder. Okay, I didn't mean to open the menu, but fine. Okay, that didn't work. So just stick with this technique. Come on! And yeah, Scarlet and Violet also makes it like really easy to like EV train, or IV train or whatever. You know, figure that stuff out. You can change the nature and ability of your Pokemon, which is something I've been waiting to... Like, I know there's an item you buy, and I have not been able to find it. Yeah, she didn't lose a leg until I stopped her, so do I have to stun her with a Ruby and then stomp her? But yeah, I think it's crazy, like, how much to your Pokemon you can change now. Like, I think the only things you can't change with an item now are, like, its gender and whether or not it's shiny. Which I just think is awesome. Like, I can't imagine how much, like, for competitive players, like, how much headache that saves them. It's like, oh no, I got the Pokemon I want, with the ability I want, with all the moves I want, with all the right IVs, but its nature is bad. It's like, no, you can just change it now. Any flaw in your Pokemon, competitively speaking, you can fix it. I think that's awesome, and I don't think the games get enough credit for that. Like, I think that is such a great quality of life improvement. Okay, yep, you're low down. Okay, I'm gonna... And then... There. Okay, geez. Okay, yeah, that fight went on long because I was doing it wrong. I don't get it. I got beat by a princess. Ah! I dropped on the deck and flopped like a fish. You... Oh, what's the matter, little girl? Did I spank Mimi a little too hard? You did it, princess. The destruction is spreading. If we dawdle any longer, we're doomed. You're right. Let's go. And then the ceiling falls and Peach catches it. Ah! Maybe. You can't stay here. Go find somewhere safe. You can teleport. You know that, right? Yeah, right. Like you care. Ah! It's not even going to tell us what happened. It's just... Ah! Something happened! What was that loud noise? Princess? It won't open! Oh no! We lost Bowser, and then we lost Peach? Who's next? Mario? You silly princess, what are you doing? What am I doing? I just leapt into action without even thinking. I don't want your stupid help. Just leave me alone. Yeah, can't Mimi teleport? She should be doing that right now. No, I can't let you do that. That was very, very bad, but I can't let you die. I don't know how you were raised, but I taught people help people in need. Peach. Wait, I've got you. Ah! Oh no, this game is so dark. They made us think Peach is dead. It's so dark. The whole castle shook, and now the door went open. This is the second time it's happened. First Bowser, now the princess. Well, what do we do, bro? The only thing we can do. Play the rest of the game. We have to keep going. But we can't leave the princess. I know it's horrible, but this is, well, the end of the world. Sonochi no Kyoku. Of all worlds, really. We must press on. Princess Peach would want it that way if she were here. Well, yeah, I guess that's a Princess Peach thing to say. I'm worried about Peach, but she'll probably be mad at us for wasting time. Yeah, that's Tippy's point. Okay, bro, let's go. And then there we go. Okay, so I did beat it in one video. A little long, but you know what? That's excusable. We're getting close to the end of the game. I think that's typically how those kinds of things go with RPGs. Ha! Sorry, it's a bad fake laugh, but also not funny because it's not an RPG. First Bowser, then the princess. Will we ever see him again? No, never. They got rid of them forever, and you'll never see them in Mario Kart or Smash Bros, and they're gone. That's how Nintendo works. They're just erased from existence, never to be used again. Just like Geno. I never really got to finish that point. I'm gonna have to try to iron that train of thought out in the next video. power of the void is growing. I can feel it. The Chaos Heart is close now. The end is almost here. We must hurry. I mean, I got all the time in the world. Okay, I got till next week to record these and edit these, but same difference, whatever. I got plenty of time. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.